All right, real quick before the video starts, liking, subscribing, all that helps a lot. So if you like these guides or find them useful, please support the channel. Also, I'm going to be continuing these guides into Beyond Light for the Deepstone Crypt Raid. Speaking of which, me and my team will be doing a day one clear / world's first race for that. Check the description below for my Twitch link if you want to support us there. Anyway, getting into the video now. What's going on, guys? It's Grant or G Miners here. Today, we're going over how to defeat the Sanctified Mind in the Garden of Salvation raid. This is the fourth and final encounter. This encounter can be broken up into 4 simple parts. Part 1 is defending relays from Vex sacrifices. Part 2 is collecting motes to bank into relays. 3 is building platforms that are destroyed by the Sanctified Mind. And Part 4 is linking with tether boxes to initiate damage phases. To begin, split your team into 3 teams of 2. 2 of these teams will be collecting motes and will be referred to as Team 1 and Team 2. And the other 2 players will be building platforms throughout the encounter and are referred to as builders. Shoot the Sanctified Mind to start the encounter, and upon starting the encounter, 2 relays will appear. 1 relay will be on the left side of the arena, this is the blue or white relay, and the other is located on the right and is the orange or red relay. When the encounter starts, kill the first wave of Vex and make sure to kill the Angelic that spawns. Killing this Angelic will spawn 2 weak spots on the Sanctified Mind. First, shoot the weak spot located on the boss's leg. Upon destroying this weak spot, a portal will drop and allow players to enter it. At this point, Team 1 should enter the portal and all other players should remain where they are. This portal will transport you to the far left of the arena. Killing the Vex that spawn here will drop white motes. Players can hold 10 motes each, however, depending on the type of Vex that spawn, only 15 to 18 motes will be dropped in total. Upon killing everything and picking up each mote, Team 1 will say pull. When Team 1 calls out to be pulled, players who are not on Team 1 will shoot the same weak point on the boss's leg. Shooting this point again until it breaks will drop another blue portal and will return Team 1 back to the center of the arena. As soon as this second portal is dropped, Team 2 should now enter and begin to collect their motes. Upon being transported back to the arena, Team 1 will navigate to the blue or white relay and bank their motes. Upon banking motes, players who banked will receive the Enlightened buff. Players with the Enlightened buff should prioritize killing the Enlightened enemies with the white overshields, as players without the buff cannot begin to do damage to these enemies until the overshield is removed. When Team 2 has collected all of their motes, they too will call to be pulled. Shooting this weak spot on the boss's leg one final time will drop another portal and return Team 2 back to the center of the arena. Even though this portal is dropped again, do not enter it. After Team 2 has banked their motes, the relay should become filled. Relays will become filled once they contain 30 motes. If this relay is not full, more motes will need to be collected on the blue side. Once the blue or white relay is filled, Team 1 and Team 2 can now repeat the exact same process on the right side of the arena. Your team will now be shooting the weak point on the boss's shoulder. You will now enter a red portal, collect red motes, and bank in the red relay. The 2 players who never enter the portal, otherwise known as builders, will be building platforms in the center of the arena during the entirety of the encounter. Note that each time a weak spot is broken and a portal is opened, a Cyclops will spawn on the side of the arena where the portal is broken, and the Sanctified Mind will remove a platform from the center of the arena. As these builders defend the confluxes from sacrifices, they will be killing these Cyclops along with building or replacing the platforms that are destroyed. To build a platform, both players must link together using the tether box located on top of either of the relays and carry this link to a matrix located by the platform that was removed. Upon linking with this matrix, the platform will be brought back. Note, when these platforms are removed and replaced, they will kill anything within proximity. Be careful not to stand near the platform during this deconstruction or construction phase. Additionally, not all platforms can be rebuilt with just 2 builders. Throughout damage phases, these relays containing the tether boxes will relocate, making the linking distance to the matrix further for some platforms. After both the blue and red relays have been filled with 30 motes each, a final wave of Vex and an Angelic will spawn. This Angelic will lock the tether boxes on top of the relays, which are needed to initiate a damage phase, so kill this Angelic to unlock the tether boxes. Eventually, the Sanctified Mind will begin to hold out a matrix of his own. This matrix will either be white or red. Linking the tether box from the relay with the same color to the boss's matrix will activate a brief damage phase. During this phase, another matrix will appear in the opposite color. Linking the other tether box or relay to this matrix will extend the damage phase. Linking for boss damage should go as follows. 3 players should begin to link on the side of the first matrix that is shown. The other 3 players should be near the opposite relay, away from this link to make sure that they don't interrupt it. Upon completing this first link, players should switch sides. The non-linking players should begin to damage the boss, while the linking players link for a second time to extend this damage phase. Upon extending the damage phase, every player can now begin to damage the boss. After this damage phase is complete, repeat each mechanic again, filling up the relays to earn additional damage phases. Remember that after each damage phase, new relays will appear in shifted locations.